So today I'm coming to you from Costa Rica. I am in my Airbnb, which is completely beautiful. This is just like a little patio that sits outside my bedroom. Look at how cute, okay? And that's my bedroom view, so I can see straight into this. It's so beautiful. Anyway, I'm here. This is my second day in Costa Rica, and I just wanted to give you all my impressions and tips that I got so far. Look at these bags under my eyes. Oof, your girl is tired, huh? Whatever, all right, we all have them. So the first thing that I will say is that I read a bunch of tips about visiting San Jose before I got here, and they were kind of like disrespectful. I feel like it was like, oh, it's really gritty, like it's dirty. Now I will say that it is a bit more like underdeveloped, you know what I mean? It's not gonna be like palaces and super modern, like it's not. But obviously it's a city that is, you know, capable of sustaining the people living there, but you know, it's just a little bit more, I don't know, unpolished at the edges. If that's not problematic. That being said, if you come to San Jose, you're likely coming into the San Jose SJO airport. That airport is actually not in the city of San Jose. It is in the, I guess, suburb of Alajuela. Alajuela is like 35 minutes away from San Jose. Now, when you get to the airport, you will see that there are a bunch of places where you can exchange your money. But I read a bunch of blogs that recommend that you do not exchange your money at those exchange places because they charge you higher than just an ATM would. So I walked past all of those, walked through customs, and walked right outside. The first thing that you'll see outside is a row of taxis. There are taxis everywhere, and they will just hound you immediately. Taxi, taxi, taxi man, we need a taxi. You want a taxi? Where you going? Need a taxi? Right across the street, if you ignore all of that, there's an ATM. I think, well, what was the name of it? I think like a Swiss bank ATM. I don't know, I forget. So I just walked across the street and went up the stairs, and I pulled out cash or colones with my American debit card. After pulling out my cash, I went downstairs, and you'll see that kind of the airport kind of sits along like a driveway, and if you go down past all the taxis and go immediately to your right, there's a bus stop. Well, several bus stops, and that's where you will find a bus called Tuasa. The Tuasa bus takes you all over the city, but specifically there should be a Tuasa bus that says San Jose Alajuela. That bus takes you back and forth between the city, and it's 570 colones, which is like $1 US. Now, some of the buses are really modern, some of the buses are not. I got on a bus that was not modern, but I got safely to my destination. It was more so hilarious than uncomfortable because like the seats were broken, and like the driver was driving with the doors open, and like people were just hopping off before the bus even stopped. Like it stressed me out, but again, I made it safely. Now that Tuasa bus that from Alajuela to San Jose stops kind of in the city center. The shuttle, I believe, dropped me off maybe like a mile or a kilometer away from that. Now, public transportation in San Jose is really confusing in my opinion. Like, I don't understand it. If you try to use Google Maps, it will only tell you about the trains that you can take, and the trains are not evenly distributed throughout the city, so it's not really a good representation or a good tool to use if you want to navigate by public transportation. There are bus stops literally everywhere. You'll see buses going up and down the street all the time. They all have different names. None of them look like one general metro San Jose like system. I don't know if there's just one transit system or if it's privatized and just anybody could drive a bus. I don't know. I would recommend Uber. Now, as far as things to do, you'll see that there are a lot of restaurants. There are many restaurants. I just had Peruvian food yesterday. It was so good. And there are a lot of museums. There are plenty of excursions that you can take that will pick you up from San Jose and take you to like the coastal regions or like the rainforest. You can zip line and etc. From my experience, I would recommend Expedia and Viator. There are also plenty of bars and clubs. I've seen like vape lounges. Like, there are plenty of things that you could do as far as nightlife. I'm not really into nightlife, like, in any country. Like, I don't even really go out at home, but if that would be something that you would be interested in, just know that it is available to you. San Jose is landlocked, so if you want to go to beaches, you are gonna have to take a bus. Again, I don't know how these buses work. I don't understand it. That's something that you can research on your own though, but just know that if you come to San Jose specifically, you're not going to be just, you know, like walking to a beach anywhere. They are usually like 2 to 3 hours away. They're all along the Pacific and the Caribbean coast. The other biggest thing that there really is to do is shopping. The center is like basically the streets are one giant flea market. There are stores lining the streets, vendors, and like anything that you could think of that you want to buy, you could probably find here. So shopping should definitely not be a problem for you. Another thing that I would say would be really helpful to know is you can't really trust the forecast in Costa Rica. So if you watched my packing for Costa Rica video, you saw that I was stressed out because it said that it was going to rain every single day, and I was just like, oh my god, what should I do? Well, when I got here yesterday, my forecast said that it was a 90% chance of rain and that it would rain until the sun went down. I literally did not see a drop of rainfall from the sky the entire day. Like, I would look up and the sun would be shining, and I would look at my forecast and it would say 100% chance of rain. Today it was also supposed to rain 100%. Granted, it's still early, but as you can see, like, the sun is shining. There's no rain falling from the sky. But you guys, I think that is pretty much it as far as my first impressions and tips go. Bye. Una cosa más a las personas que me preguntan por qué viajas sola. ¿Por qué no? Estoy segura y me gusta hacer lo que yo quiero. Entonces, si solo tengo yo, ¿por qué no puedo hacer lo que yo quiero? Además, es mucho más fácil si tiene una persona que tiene que pagar. Es mucho más fácil pagar y confirmar un viaje cuando hay una persona